the award-winning Beyond Vaudeville program with your host, Frank Hope, and your co-host, David Green. The incomparable Terry Sweeney, the Flying Nun Guy, Jeff Michael, the inimitable Suzanne Muldowney, the cosmic Leslie Holcomb, and lots more.
David, and welcome once again to the Beyond Vaudeville program. As you can see, we have a very full lineup today, so we're going to have to get right to business. Just very quickly, I just want to show you some new acquisitions. The Beetlejuice cards you can get now. You get 5 cards and a glow sticker, which you can put on your bike or any. See this, the Beetlejuice guy, not the movie one, but the cartoon one, and you get all the cards, and you can swap them and whatever. And then also the Bacchus Strikes Back book, all about that Mr. Howell man from the show, the Gilligan show, and it tells you all about his life. And oh, one last thing, the world's biggest baby from the weekly news thing is life size. Look at that. That's a big one, huh? Oh, okay. And now, as you saw, we have many guests that we're very pleased to have. Our first guest in particular, you all will know, and he's been getting tremendous reviews for his latest theatrical work, and also for his book that just came out, and it's very funny. And unlike a lot of talk shows, we read all of them, and it's very funny. It's Still My Turn is the name of it. And please let's welcome Mr. Terry Sweeney to the program.
Oh, thanks a lot. Nice to be here.
Thanks for coming on, Mr. Sweeney.
Yeah, my pleasure, Frank.
Now you are currently doing this. You're doing Nancy Reagan at the Actors Playhouse.
Well, no, it's going to start August 9th. It starts.
Oh, August 9th.
At the Actors Playhouse. I was doing it at PS 122 till the end of this week, and then it starts in the Actors Playhouse.
Okay.
It's a 6-week run.
Now, when you came in today, I almost didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I don't look like Nancy in real life. Thank God.
No.
It's a lot of makeup tricks, Frank, you know. That's basically what it is. Hours and hours of makeup to make me look like that woman.
Now, how did you realize that you could look like Nancy Reagan and do that?
Well, when I was on Saturday Night Live, they just, you know, we were trying out different characters, and they asked me could I do Nancy, and I kind of slipped into an Adolfo suit, and then I couldn't get out of it for hours, and then they put a wig on me and makeup, and I had a team doctors work on me, and, well, here I am. I could do it.
Now, you mentioned Saturday Night Live,
yes.
And you were on the show in 80?
86, 87 season, right.
And now, you had left for, they were censoring you, or no?
Well, you know, it's not as, you know, it's certainly not like this show where you can really, you know, let go and, you know, you know what I mean. And, well, so it's kind of, you know, they had censors there, and they wouldn't let us do a lot of stuff. You know, it was big business. It was a big corporation, and, well, you know, they wouldn't let us be free, like here, you know.
Okay, and there's no one telling us what to do here.
No, I can tell that.
Oh, okay. Now, what happened to some of the other people that were on that year? Gail Mathias?
Oh, no. That was Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, okay.
And let's see, he went on to do movies, right? He's doing movies now. And Joan Cusack and Working Girls, and they're all doing movies. They're all mostly doing. Randy Quaid doing movies. It was the movie star cast.
So everyone.
Maybe I'll do a movie, Frank.
Oh, well, we'd love to see that.
Yeah, you know, I might. You never know.
So actually, all of you proved that.
We didn't need that show.
Right.
Yeah, Frank. We didn't need that show.
Okay.
I think it was pretty obvious.
Now, this book. Where did you get the idea to do this book?
Well, right after my turn came out, people were coming up to me on the street and asking me what I was going to do about it, because it was, well, kind of an insult to everybody, and you know, that kind of vindicting, self-serving kind of thing. So I decided to you know, to go back into the suit which I had carefully placed in a vault at my home. And so I took it out of the vault and put on the wig again, and I wrote this book, and I wrote a series of poems.
Okay.
And so this is the sequel that Nancy would have written had she had the time. But
Okay, now, and anyone who, the few people who haven't seen Terry Sweeney doing Nancy Reagan, we do have a little piece of that, and you're going to get a big kick out of this. Has she seen it? Has Nancy Reagan seen it?
Oh, no, I'm sending her a copy of the book, probably right after I leave here. But no, I don't think she's seen this yet. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, can we please take a look at that clip from the performance, please?
Where was I talking about, Barbara? I tried to help her, though. I even called her not long ago to give her advice about China. Well, you're not going to believe this, but she thought I meant the country. Hello. That really terrified me. So I decided to dedicate the first poem of this reading to Barbara. It's called To My Successor. Barbara, Barbara, Barbara. You'll find it's tough to take my place, my dear. It's hard to follow a glass of champagne with a big sloppy mug of warm beer. Give the country more time to adjust. You can't force yourself on them, you see. It must be quite a shock to see a kisser like yours after 8 years of looking at me. And don't overdo, not at your age, which I dare not estimate, although I've heard it rumored there's a painting of you with Alexander the Great. Don't set impossible goals for yourself. Don't put yourself on the spot. Don't try to fill the shoes of a legend like me, not with the size feet you've got. So just be yourself. Don't change a thing. Be a batty old white-haired balloon. And I'm sure America will one day forget me, though not any time real soon. Oh, by the way, this is Barbara's book, Simply Barbara Bush. I highly recommend it if you're having trouble sleeping. 2 pages of this and I'm out like a light. It's the most powerful tranquilizer you can get over the counter without a prescription. Speaking of books, oh, my turn. The memoirs of yours truly. Oh, my dear. I think I can objectively say that, along with the Holy Bible and the collected works of William Shakespeare, my turn is one of the great literary masterpieces of our times. And may I humbly inquire, just by a show of hands, how many of you have been fortunate enough to have purchased a copy? You know, the lights are so bright up here. I can't get an accurate count, so I won't try. But I'll have you know that my good friend, Senator Jesse Helms, oh, say what you will, but he's introducing legislation that will make my turn mandatory reading for every U.S. citizen over the age of 12. So read it now in the privacy of your homes, or read it later in a federal penitentiary. Choice is yours.
Okay, well, thank you for bringing that clip.
Thank you.
Now, I just want to remind everybody before, now, if you want to see that, the show is opening August 9th, and it's a 6-week run at the Actors Playhouse down in the Greenwich Village at Sheridan Square. And the tickets, you'd call 564-8038, and that's 212-564-8038. And plus, you'll read about it in all the papers and everything. You'll keep reading because I think you're going to get a lot of great stuff for all this. A lot of great attention. Now, you had left us from New York for a while to go do Shag the movie, right?
Right, that's right.
And
right.
But now you're here to stay for
Yeah, I'm
in
here
New
to
York?
stay for a while. I love it out here. I wouldn't miss it. You know, New York, there's nothing quite like it. You know, the Szechuan noodles and the cappuccino and things like that. You know, they keep me coming back.
And you do keep very busy here, and we know you do have another appointment. So,
yes, I do have to go.
We thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
And best luck. Best of luck.
Frank.
And
thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, well, that was a very special guest that we had on the program. But that's not all yet. The best, there's still plenty to come on the program. We'd like to now introduce a gentleman who is a musician and also is a head of a fan club which I'm going to become a member of as soon as I find out how to sign up. And please, let's welcome Mr. Jeff Michael. Hi, Mr. Michael, and here's your mic there.
Okay.
And that's my co-host, David, but he doesn't talk much.
Okay.
So we don't have to talk to him. Now, I didn't let on what fan club it is, and I do have my book, TV and Movie Facts, and maybe you can guess which one on here is the fan club. There you go. Now it's not Indiana Jones, and it's not Star Trek, and it's not Columbo. So who's left? It's Sally Field from the Flying Nun. Now you are head of the Flying Nun fan club.
Yes.
Right? And you have how many members now?
Well, we're growing. It's 200, 300. It keeps growing every month. We have more that get on the bandwagon because they want to fly.
And Sally Field likes the club and
yes, she gave us the official blessing because I had to get her permission because of course, you know, a lot of people said, well, you better get her permission, you better get her permission, and I spoke with Harry Ackerman who produced the show and he said, get her permission, and I sent off this wonderful letter to her and she said, you know, I give you my blessings because I present it in good taste.
Okay, and now the show just recently came back on in New York.
Yeah, it's on Channel 4.
And I've been watching, and I saw all kinds of stars come on. Rich Little was on the show.
Paul Lynn, Farrah Fawcett makes a cameo appearance.
And the guy from F Troop was
Larry
on.
Storch.
Larry Storch.
Alan Hare Jr. Who else was on there? The guy from Donna Reed, the one who played Jeff. I forgot his name, though.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot his name.
And David, do you know Jeff's name from the show? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now you've worked your fan club sort of into one of the songs that you do with your band, right?
Well, what I did was we had a Flying Nun party at a club, and everybody wore hats and buttons. And I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a musician. I play on Long Island.
Right.
And I had wrote this song called "I Want to Fly" about 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought, well, let's put it to film. So I was on a television show, and a filmmaker saw me, and he said, did you start this project? And I said, no, I didn't start the project. And
no, that's okay.
No, that's fine. I think that's great.
All
right. We started filming the video last year. It's finally completed, and I brought it along with me so everyone can see it out there today.
Okay. Well, maybe we could take a look at that now, please. Is that okay? Are you all set to show it?
Everybody's got a little secret deep inside. I'm gonna tell you my secret. Oh, babe, I wanna fly. I wanna fly like Mary Poppins. Well, it looks like so much fun. I wanna zoom on a broom like the Witch of the West. I wanna fly like the Flying Nun. Oh, babe, I wanna fly. Oh, babe, I wanna fly.
Wow, that was special. Now that's I Want to Fly, and you mentioned the Wicked Witch and
The
Mary
Wicked Witch,
Poppins.
Peter Pan, Superman, Sister Patrol, The Wicked Witch of the West, Peter Pan, Mary Poppins. Yeah, we incorporated classic flying characters.
Now we have a Suzanne Muldowney with our show who does Underdog dance interpretations. Is he mentioned in the song at all?
No, we didn't mention him. We didn't put cartoons, not because we're prejudiced or we didn't want to. It's just we put more of the classic flying characters. But Underdog is classic, though.
Okay. Oh, I think she would agree with you on that. Okay. Now, also in that video, now the author from the Flying Nun.
The author, Terry Rios, she had made a cameo appearance towards the end. She was the woman who wrote The 15th Pelican, the book in which The Flying Nun is based on.
Okay.
And she heard about the Flying Nun fan club, and she flew out from Virginia, and we met, and she was fascinated that I had the fan club, and she was quite pleased about it. We got tons and tons of mail because people were so happy that the woman who wrote The Flying Nun actually lived on Long Island 60 years ago.
But there never really was a Flying Nun.
Fan club, or
But
flying
no, like
a real Flying Nun?
That she did the book.
They had she had seen a nun in France in the 50s, and she had a big bonnet, and that's where she got the idea to write the book. And she said she was running down the street, and she went to grab her bonnet because it was real windy, and it looked like she flew, and that's where she got the idea to write the book.
You see, you learn something new every day.
Yes.
Now, we have some other guests, but if maybe you could quickly show us some of your memorabilia.
Yes,
that
we
you
have a Flying Nun doll that flies.
Oh, look at that. Can you get a shot of that?
So you put her on the propeller, and you wind her up,
okay,
and she flies.
Wow, and that's an authentic. This is from
This is authentic. This is from the 60s.
Okay, and what else?
And we have an original Flying Nun album.
Oh, well, look at that.
That we can't find anymore. This is about 23 years old also. Mint condition, if I might add.
This is like on Wonderama when they bring out all the special gifts for the people. But you would never part with any of these, though.
No, right now I have it on exhibit at Just Kids Nostalgia Store in Huntington. And I just was able to bring a small amount of memorabilia, like my lunchbox.
Oh. Now, was that yours originally? Did you?
No, this I bought about 5 years ago from a collector.
And if you see on the side, there's the children working on the car.
Painting the car.
That was a big part of this series, all the kids, right, on the show.
And inside my lunchbox, I brought a mini Sister Bertrill.
Oh.
And here's another piece. Ooh.
Look at that. Wow.
And on the back there's Sally Field of Sister Bertrill. I have about 70 pieces.
All right. Okay, David. All right, now those are great, and I'm very envious. Maybe you can stick with us as we bring out our other guests.
Sure.
Our next guest is Miss Suzanne Muldowney, who fans of the show will know. I did mention Underdog, but actually she's not doing that today, and I don't want to confuse people. She also does some very nice dedications to Vlad the Impaler, who's Dracula. But she'll tell you all about that. And Suzanne Muldowney, please welcome. Now, okay. Are we doing? Oh, there we go. Now, Suzanne, you are going to do for us today what now? Can you tell us?
I'm showing the real Dracula, the historical Prince Vlad the Impaler, but we'll see him make the transition to the classic vampire of Bram Stoker's famous novel.
Okay. Now, you were whispering something to Jeff, our other guest. You weren't keeping secrets from us. Were you? What was that?
No, he was.
Okay, David.
No, he was mentioning classic flying characters in his song. He mentioned Superman. I whispered to him that another character impersonation I frequently do is Supergirl.
Oh, okay. And you also do a character of your own creation, which most people may not know about, is Spectra, the Ghost King.
Spectrum.
Spectrum. Okay.
Yes. Well, that's strictly for Halloween.
Okay. All right. Well, now. Maybe you can do your performance for us, please. We have all the items that you brought, and if the studio is ready in there, you can do that. Here's your crown and your book. Is that everything? No, not that. I'm sorry. This one there. Okay. All right. The We have the music. Wow. Suzanne, I was worried that you were almost hurt during some of that. It was so real. The sounds. I don't know if you know, the people at home could hear with the music, but she was really groaning and things. Now, do you really feel that when you go through that transformation?
To some extent. The important thing is to show that Dracula was real but not a vampire, and that he never got the vampire image slapped on him until Bram Stoker wrote his book. See, you saw me fall and die, you know, he was slain in battle, and then he woke up, well, in the Twilight Zone, and he touches a copy of Bram Stoker's novel to make him go through the transformation. Here, let me show this.
No, that's not what the real Vlad did, though. He didn't touch the novel to
No,
transform.
it's symbolic. But the real Dracula was never a vampire. He was a medieval prince warlord.
Okay.
Here, can the camera get in real close on this
just
picture?
Hold it up there and
get in real close on this
please do.
picture right
Okay.
here.
All right.
Some of you may have seen my costume when I started and wondered, is that really Dracula? Well, the answer is yes, that's the way he really was. The trouble was that when the vampire image was created by Stoker, ultimately it came to the well-known play and movie dramatizations. But what happened was the earliest dramatists overlooked some passages that Bram Stoker made in his novel to the real Prince Warlord, so that people watching the plays and movies mistakenly inferred that Dracula was purely fictional. And so he started out rather horrific, but became tamer and tamer. He wasn't that horrific anymore.
Oh,
until finally his real story had to be brought to light again.
Okay. Well, now, Suzanne, we want to bring out our last guest, too, so we have everyone out, please. Let's welcome Mr. Leslie Holcomb. Okay, now, Leslie, we do have to wrap up quickly, and we want to thank all our guests, but maybe you could just quickly show us one thing you brought with us, with you.
Okay, this is a photograph I got a long time ago, about 2 or 3 years back.
Okay, and I'll just leave it there. So
you can just, I can show you more at the next visit.
Okay.
If you can arrange that.
And who is that now?
And that's Patrick Troughton from Great Britain, Doctor Who celebrity.
Doctor Who. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching Beyond Vaudeville. Thank you, guests that are still here, and we'll go see you soon. And you'll be back, Leslie, next show.
Hopefully.
Okay. Thank you.